Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rich here again, Win-Win Real Estate. I'm here with one of my friends, mentors of a long time, Brandon Santos. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Richard. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Brandon Santos is actually one of the figures in the community, so I want to share his knowledge and wealth with you guys. So today we're going to do a quick interview. We'll start off. Did you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Brandon Santos, and we're here at Santos Family Insurance with Allstate.
All right, I got a few questions to ask you. Maybe we can inform the community about what's going on. Here's my first one. What does a typical home policy cover? Like dwelling coverage, family liability, like what's going on?
So yeah, dwelling coverage is something that if you're a homeowner, you're gonna want to know what your dwelling coverage is because you want to know what your home is covered for in a total loss. If, say, for instance, something were to happen to your home in a fire, you would want to make sure that we give you the replacement cost to completely replace your home. So, that's first and foremost. And then there's things like family liability, which covers your liability to others. Say, for instance, your dog runs out and bites somebody. You're definitely going to want to be liable for that in the event that they have to go to the hospital and incur any medical expenses. Other structures around the home. So, those are important coverages that you want to look at.
Yeah, that's all important. Like, you never know what could happen, so you definitely want to be covered.
Yep.
How much do I pay for like home insurance?
Well, that's a great question that surprisingly a lot of people can't answer. When I talk to people and I give them a home quote, I'll ask them, how much do you pay? I don't know is usually the answer, and it's built into my mortgage is usually the answer. And so I wanted to touch on this because it's important for you to know because you could be saving hundreds and hundreds of dollars just by taking a look at what you're actually covered for and how much you pay every year. What happens is when you buy a home from a guy like Richard, you get set up with a lender, and then that lender puts you in touch with a loan processor who sets you up with an agent like myself and has a good relationship with an agent. So a lot of the times that whole process is kind of done under your nose, and it's good to know who your insurance is through and how much you pay and what it covers.
No, it's absolutely like very vital that you know what you're covered for, what you're paying for, what you're covered for. It makes sense.
Yep.
I guess I have one more question before we get out of here. What is scheduled personal property?
So scheduled personal property is property of value. So, we work hard for the things, that we buy. And it might be considered as stuff to some people, but, I think a wedding ring would be considered a little bit more than stuff, would you say?
Yeah, definitely memory.
So what you're going to notice is that with a lot of home policies, in the event that something happens to your stuff or you have a burglary and you want to get these things paid out, you're going to see that there's a limit. There's an up to limit on certain items. And I know with Allstate, and most companies, for a particular jewelry item, it'll only go up to $500 or up to $1,000. For a firearm, it'll only go up to $500. So what scheduled personal property is property that is of value that you want to make sure is covered. So if you have a $20,000 ring that you want to make sure is covered, I would tell your agent and say, I want to make sure this is covered in the event something ever happens. If the ring falls, down the sink, or you lose it or something like that. Imagine that happening. So remember, those are things that are of value to you, that are a little bit higher in nature. So usually things that are above $1,000 or something like that you would want to make sure is covered in the event you ever have to put in a claim.
No, that's actually absolutely true. Well, I guess that's all we have time for today. If you want to give them a little info on how they can contact you if they wanted to get insured, you want to give them that real quick?
Sure, yeah. Brandon Santos at allstate.com. That's my email address. Our number here is 702-472-9091. Santos Family Insurance is our name, and if you need anything, I'll be happy to answer any of your questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Brandon, for giving us knowledge. As always, I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great day.